Hello friends, this is Ajay. Welcome back to Let Us Learn. This is your online classroom. I hope we are using this platform to continue learning during these difficult times. Let us continue our journey with parts of speech in English. As part of series of lessons on this topic, we have finished 7 parts of speech. What are those? Yes, we learnt nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, conjunctions, and prepositions. We learned all about them and their duties in a sentence with some examples and exercises in the previous sessions. In today's class, we are going to learn the last and the most important parts of speech, that is prepositions. One of the most difficult area in English is the use of prepositions. The only way to learn preposition is by observing how they are used in speaking and writing. Let us learn all about prepositions. So what is a preposition? What it does in a sentence? What is a preposition? Preposition is a word that is used to link noun or pronoun with other words in a sentence. Preposition is a word that is used to link noun or pronoun with other words in a sentence. They provide relationship between nouns or pronouns with other words. What that does? They provide, prepositions provide relationship between nouns or pronouns with other words in a sentence, thus makes the sentence complete. Okay, the other words may be nouns, verbs, or adjectives. Usually prepositions connects nouns. Okay, what is the duty of preposition in a sentence? Preposition is a noun. Preposition is a word that links noun or pronoun with other words in a sentence. For example, the book is on the table. The book is on the table. Here the word noun. Observe the word noun. Observe the word on. On links the book. Where is the book? On the table. Table is also a noun. So that provide relationship between the table and the book. Without on, what happened? The book is on the table. Without on, the book is table. So that the sentence is not complete. So here on is called as preposition because it links the table and the book. So here on is called preposition. Okay, preposition is a word that links noun or pronoun with other words in a sentence. So they provide relationship between nouns or pronouns with other words in a sentence. Thus, it makes the sentence complete. The other words maybe nouns. Here what we have seen, the table is a noun, the book is also noun. The other words may be noun, verbs, or adjectives. Okay, there are different kinds of preposition. So preposition of place and direction, preposition of time, possessive preposition of, preposition of divergence relations, prepositions in questions. Okay, there are different kinds of prepositions. So note down these 5 kinds. Preposition of place and direction, preposition of time, preposition of possession, that is of, or we can call it as possessive prepositions. of, possessive. Preposition of divergent relations and prepositions in questions. Let us learn one by one. So first, what is the first kind? Preposition of place and direction. Okay, so what are preposition of place and direction? Prepositions which indicate place or direction. Okay, prepositions in a word which indicates place or direction, that is, those are called prepositions of place and directions. The prepositions answer where. If you ask where is the book, where is the book? On the table. So on is called as preposition of place. Already seen the I am in the room. In, where am I? In the room. So in, that is called as preposition of place. I'm like that. Okay, let us do some examples. The boy stand between his parents. Observe the examples. Yes, coming to prepositions, so how to use them is most important. By observing, in writing or speaking, this may be very important to master over prepositions. So let us observe these examples, how prepositions are used. So we are in prepositions of place and direction. What is the first example? The boy is standing between his parents. Here observe, between is called as preposition. So here, where is the boy? Where is the boy? Between his parents, between his mother and father. So between, it indicates place. So between is called as preposition of place. The boy is standing between his parents. That there is a tree in front of the house. Observe, there is a tree in front of the house. What is the preposition here? Yes, in front of. So then we have to ask, where is the house or where is the tree? So the tree is in front of the house. So here in front of is a word that is called as preposition. It provides relationship between the tree and the house. Both are nouns. The tree and the house. It provides relationship between the tree and the house. So in front of, where? In front of the house. Like in the previous example, where is the boy? Between his parents. Here also between is a preposition that provides relationship between the boy and his parents. So like it connects, it links the boy with his parents. So between and in front of are called as preposition of place. And the teacher is going out of the classroom. Here observe another example. The teacher is going out of the classroom. Here what is the preposition? Yes, out of. Okay, out of. So out of is the preposition. It provides relation between the teacher and the classroom. The teacher is going out of the classroom, not coming to classroom, going out of the classroom. So out of, that is a prepositional of direction. Okay, direction. So what is the direction of the teacher? Is going out of the classroom, not coming into the classroom. Like that. She is walking into the room. Here she is walking into the room. Here what is the preposition? Yes, into. It is also giving direction of the girl or the woman. Okay, she is walking into the room. Into, that is a direction of the noun, the person. Walking into is preposition of direction. So we have seen these 4 examples how preposition of place and direction are used. So first one, the boy is standing between his parents. Here between is called as preposition of place because it provides relation between the boy and his parents, noun and noun. That is, the second example, the tree is, there is a tree in front of the house. Here in front of is a word, is called as preposition of place. It provides relationship between tree and the house. Another example, the teacher is going out of the classroom. Here out of is also a word that is called as preposition. It in, it gives information. Okay, it is a direction of the teacher. The teacher is going out of the classroom. Okay, it links the teacher with classroom. Next, she is walking into the room. Here into is also called as preposition of direction. Let us see some more examples. So, preposition of place and directions. So, in the box you can observe some prepositions are there in the box. They are called as preposition of place and direction or direction. Okay, to, at, on or onto, on, off, in, into, out of, upon, inside, within, by, under, above, below, behind, beneath, on the top of, in front of, over, up, down, off, beside, between, around, among, from, away, through, across, along, throughout, etc. These are used as preposition of place and direction. Let us see some more examples. How preposition of place are used. Okay, we use in. In is also called as preposition of place. We use in when something is around all side. So when, for example, I am in a room. So I am in a room. In a room. So in. So now we are talking about in. It is an example how in is used. Okay, when we use in means here what is the preposition of place. In is one of the preposition of place. In when something is around all sides. In the college, in Hyderabad, in standard X, okay, in standard 10th, okay, or in 11th standard, in polytechnic first year, in CCP first year, like in a town, in the water, like that. Whales live in the sea, like so in. So next example, on is also called as prepositional place, preposition of place. We use on for a surface, where we use on surface. For example, we have seen the book is on the table. Whole path white clouds is a book. The book is on the table. Okay, on the table. On is a preposition of place. We use on for a surface, on your door, on the wall, on the ground floor. Okay, like that. Okay, the book is on the table. Here on is preposition of place. Legs. Let us see another preposition of place, that is at. We use at for a point in a space, for a point, a specific place. Okay, at school, at the door, at home, at the station, like observe at. Okay, we were at the airport yesterday. At this time, we were at the airport yesterday. At the airport, at point, specific point. Okay, so what we have seen, so in, on and at, these are called as preposition of place. Okay, let us see some more examples. For example, between. So observe the table. It's also very important for you. So to observe how the preposition of place is used. So using preposition is one of the most difficult areas in English. Okay, the only way to learn preposition is to observe them, how they are used in a sentence, in writing or in speaking. That is the best way. Okay, observe them, how they are used in writing or speaking. So let us observe the table about some prepositions of place. So observe the table between, among, behind. So just learn their meaning and some examples are there. Okay, yes, between. Between means in the middle of. In the middle of. Example, the boy is standing between his parents. Where is the boy? Is between his parents. Between is a preposition of place. Okay, it connects, provides relationship between the boy and his parents. Next one, among. Observe the difference between among and between. Between is in the middle of two. Okay, among in the midst of more than two. So when more than two are there, then we use among. Okay, or surrounded by. So then also we used among, preposition of place. Among is a preposition of place. In midst of more than two, we use among. So in between two, we use among. Between more than two, we use among. There is a difference between between and among. So generally, it is also most confusing preposition of place, where to use between and where to use among. So between is used between two. In the middle of two only we used between. More than two we used among. Okay, the house is among the trees. Among the trees, that means there are more than two trees. The house is surrounded by more than two trees. If only two trees are there, then we use the house is between two trees. But here more than two trees, so we used among. The house is among the trees. Behind. Behind is also preposition of place. What is the meaning? At the back of. At the back of. There is a tree behind the house. There is a tree behind the house. Okay, right. Next, let us see another example. Beside. Beside is also preposition of place. What is the meaning? Beside means by the side of. By the side of. For example, there is a tree beside the house. There is a tree beside the house. Here, beside is working as a preposition of place. It provides relationship between a tree and the house. Okay. Next, in front of is also a preposition of place. What is the meaning? Before something else, then we use in front of. Before something else, then we use in front of. There is a tree in front of the house. That is example. Observe the example how in front of is used. There is a tree in front of the house. Opposite. Okay, opposite. And here also you have to observe where to use in front of and where to use opposite. Opposite is directly in front of or across, with some amount of space between the two. So some amount of space is required. So those are in front of, but some amount of space is required. Okay, there are two houses opposite each other. So what is the space between? A road. A road is there. So those two houses are opposite to each other. So in that case we use opposite. That there are two houses opposite to each other. Okay, each other. Observe a difference between in front of and opposite. Some amount of space is there, then we use opposite. Otherwise we use in front of. Okay, that is another examples. In mean covering on all sides. we have already seen some examples. In, covered by vast area, in that case we use in. The cat is sleeping in the corner. Observe, the cat is sleeping in the corner. So without in, what happened? The sentence may not be complete. Okay, the cat is sleeping the corner, no meaning. So cat is sleeping in the corner. So in is a preposition of place. Next one, at, expressing some location. So we use at to express some location. The man is standing at the corner. So here observe at, how the preposition of place is used in the sentence, because observation is most important to master over prepositions. Okay, that is the only way to learn preposition is to observe how they are used in speaking and in writing. So at, the man is standing at the corner, at the corner. Next, on means on top of. The cat is on the house, the cat is on the house, some surface. Okay, next, preposition of direction. Okay, we have learnt about preposition of place. Now we focus on prepositions of direction. Preposition of direction, we use prepositions up, down, along, across, round, through, from, to, which verbs of motion to express movement. Okay, which express movement, we use preposition of direction, like that: up, down, along, across, round, through, from, to. For example, we drove along lovely woods. That is one example. We drove along lovely woods. Our direction, what is the direction? Along lovely woods. Or we drove around the tank barn. That is one. We drove around the tank barn. So what is the direction? Around the tank barn, our movement. Or we drove through the village. So what is the movement? Through the village. We are walking through the village. We drove to the village. Or we drove from Hyderabad to Nalgonda. Here what is our movement? From, to. Okay, here along, around, through, from, to. These are called as preposition of direction. Okay, we drove along lively woods. We drove around the tank barn. We drove through village. We drove from Hyderabad to Nalgonda. These are some examples of direction. Okay, now let us see some more examples. So observe the prepositions in the table and how they are used in examples. Some examples are there, and so read the prepositions and know their meanings and observe how they are used in a sentences. First one, into. Into means moving from outside to inside. When you move from outside to inside, in that case we have to use into. For example, she poured coffee into the cup. Poured coffee into the cup. So from outside to inside. Into the cup. Observe. Next, out of. Moving from inside to outside. Moving from inside to outside, in that case we use out of. The teacher is going out of the classroom. Going out of the classroom. You going from classroom to other. Out of the classroom. Going inside. Inside means a classroom. Going out of the classroom. Okay, in that case we use out of. Out of means moving from inside to outside. Let us see some more examples of prepositions of direction. On to, that is also called as preposition of direction. What is the meaning of on to? Yes, moving from one place to other. In that case we use on to. The cat jumped onto floor. The cat jumped onto the floor. Here on to, one place to another place. Throw. Next one. Next preposition of direction is through. Moving along the covered area, so moving along the covered area, that is through. The train went through the tunnel. The train went through the tunnel. So in that case we use through. Moving along a covered area, in that case we use through, like that. Next we focused on second kind of preposition. What is that? Preposition of time. So far we have learnt about preposition of place and direction. Now let's focus on preposition of time. Prepositions which indicate time. So the prepositions which indicate time are called as prepositions of time. The prepositions which tell us when something is happened. So in that case we use preposition of time. Where something, then we use preposition of place. When, we use preposition of time. For example, at, on, in, after, before, for, since, till, during, until, by, etc. These are used as preposition of time. Okay, observe especially at, on, in. Observe this one. These are also we can use based on the situation. We can use just prepositions of place and prepositions of time also. That is also depending on the sentence. Let us see some examples. We use at for the point of or shorter time. Okay, where we use at. Coming to here, preposition of time, point of or shorter time. At 4 p.m. at the time, at night, at morning, at evening. So specific point of time, there we use at. At can be also used at preposition of place, at some place, at specific point, place. Here we are talking about prepositions of time. At is also used as preposition of time. It indicates at point of a specific point. Okay, at 4 p.m., at the time, at night, at morning, like that. The flight leaves at 3 a.m. The flight leaves at 3 a.m. The class begins at 9:30 a.m. like that. At specific time, at exact time. Okay, like that. Next one, on. We use on for days and dates. So note it down. This is also important. So already we have seen on used as a preposition of place. Now same on used as preposition of time. So for days and dates we use on. On Thursday, on the day, on 5th December. Okay, like for days and dates we use on Thursday, on 5th December, like. Okay, Siddharth will come here on Saturday, like observe, on Saturday, on Monday, on Sunday. In that case we use on, not in Sunday, not in Monday, not in Thursday. We have to use on for all days and dates. Okay, on Saturday, okay, on 5th December, on 26th January, like that. Okay, for days and dates we use on. Okay, next one, another one, in. In is also used as preposition of time. In for weeks and months, note it down. So on for days and dates. So in for weeks and months. In July, in the month of July, in, observe, in that week, in that month, in this year. So for months, weeks, year we use in. For days and dates we use on. Okay, this chapter parts of speech will be completed in this month. This chapter parts of speech will be completed in this month. In this month, observe, in this month. India got independence in 1947. Okay, in 1947, observe. Okay, next, preposition of time, on time. On time means at appointed time, at an appointed time or planned time. function has started on time. When the function started on time means exact time, not in time, not okay after time. On time means exact time. The class will begin on time, begin at on time. The function has started on time. On time means exact time. The class has started on time. Okay, like that. In time used to mean soon enough or early enough. Early. If you ask to use early, if you attend the college early, that means in time. You attend the college in time. On time means you attend exactly exact time. That is on time. So in time. Let us see. We reached the airport in time to catch the flight. We reach the airport in time and before time. Before scheduled time you reach in time. So in time. So observe the difference between on time and in time. On time means used at appointed or planned time, exact time. On time for exact time, in time for before or early time, like that. Until, that is also one of the preposition of time. Until, to say a situation will continue up to a certain moment. One situation is continue up to a certain time, certain moment. In that case we use until or till. Okay, my sister will stay here until the year end. My sister will stay here until the year end. Year end. In that case until, we use until. Okay, next one, since. We use since to say when something has begun to happen. We use since to say when something has begun to happen. In that case we use since. It is also used in present perfect tense. So we are going to learn about this tense in next classes. Okay, for example, where since is used as preposition of time. They have played since morning. They have played since morning. They have been playing since morning. They started in the morning. They are since playing. So they are since playing. In that case we use since. Okay, at specific point of time. For, another example is for. That is also called as preposition of time. We use for to say how long something has happened. How long something has happened. In that case we use for. Okay, it has rained for 2 hours. It has rained for 2 hours. So this is one preposition of time. Okay, next let us see another one. We use during to say when something has happened or will happen. In that case we use during. So we have observed when we use on time, when we use in time, and when we use since, and when we use till or until. Next one is during. So when we use during to say when something has happened. Okay, the accident must have occurred during the night. The accident must have occurred during the night. Okay, like that. That is one example. Next, let us see some more examples of preposition of time. Okay, at. Observe the table. At is used for specific time. Okay, at 8 o'clock, at 3:30 p.m. So in that case we use at, specific time. By, that is also preposition of time. What is the means by here? By means before. By 8 o'clock. Okay, I reached the college by 8 o'clock means before 8 o'clock. Okay, before 8 o'clock. By Monday, I finish my syllabus by Monday. So before Monday, like that. Okay, until or till, up to a specific time, up to a specific time, until 7 o'clock, till the class is over. Okay, in that case we use until or till. Another one, on is also used as preposition of time. On for with dates and names of days. In that case we use on with dates and days. Okay, on Thursday, on 5th December. So for that we use on. Next, from to, from to, that is also used as preposition of time. Time to be beginning and ending, from beginning and to ending, from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. From is the beginning time and is a so to is an ending time, from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Our college runs from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. So here observe, from is the beginning time and to is an ending time. Okay, next one, between and to preposition of time, where we use between and end. So what is the meaning? Time spent between doing two things. Time spent between doing two things. In that case we use between and end. Okay, between 6:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. For example, our college starts between 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. That is one example. Observe between and end when they are used. During, between certain time, duration, between certain time, duration, there we use during my stay, during those days. Observe the examples. During my stay, during those days. Okay, next, for total duration. For total duration we use for 3 hours, for a year, for a moment, for a month. For total duration we use for. Next one, since beginning point of time. So beginning point of time we use since 8th December, since yesterday, since my childhood. Okay, so what we have learned today, let's have a quick recap. Okay, yes, and today we have focused on the most and very important topic of parts of speech, that is prepositions. Okay, prepositions are the most difficult areas in English, especially coming to the use of them. Okay, it creates lot of difficulties while using them. Okay, the only way to learn preposition is to observe a preposition, how it is used in writing or in speaking. That is the only way. So practice is the only way. The only way to learn prepositions is to observe them, how they are used in a sentence, in writing or in speaking. That is the only way. So what are prepositions, or what is the preposition, what it does used? What is the preposition? Yes, preposition is a word. Preposition is a word that is used to link a noun or pronoun with other words in a sentence. Okay, a noun or pronoun with other words in a sentence. That is called as preposition. It provides relationship between noun or pronoun with other words in a sentence. Thus, it makes the sentence complete. Okay, the other words may be nouns, verbs, or adjectives based on the sentence. Okay, so preposition is one of the most important area in English. Okay, their usage is important. The only way to learn them is to observe them, how they are used in writing or speaking. Okay, those are prepositions, and there are different kinds of prepositions. What different kinds of prepositions? Yes, preposition of place in direction. Okay, preposition of time, possessive preposition of, preposition of divergent relations, preposition in questions. These are 5 kinds of prepositions. Preposition of place and time, place and direction, already we have learned. Preposition of time, so these 3 are most important. Preposition of place, preposition of direction, preposition of time. So today we focused on these 3 areas, where preposition of place is used, where preposition of direction is used, where preposition of time is used. Let us focus. So one more time, or let us review. So to indicate place or direction, we use preposition of place. So for that answer, where is the book? On the table. Okay, so in that case, on, that indicates time. Okay, on the table. So on, the book is on the table. Here on is a preposition of place. It provides relationship between the book and the table. Like, so on, if you answer where is the book? On the table. So that is the preposition of place. Like we have seen some examples. The boy standing between his parents. There is a tree in front of the house. The teacher is going out of the classroom. She is walking into the room. Here observe, between, in front of, going out, walking into. These are called as preposition of place. Okay, write that. So these are also called, once again, observe the table. To, at, on, off, in, into, out of, upon, inside, within, by, under, above, below, behind, beneath, on, top of, in front of, over, up, down, off, beside, between, around, among, from, away, through, across, along, through, etc. Okay, these are all called as preposition of place and direction, and we have also seen some examples where preposition of place, in, is used. In the college, in Hyderabad, in standard 10th, in a town, in the water. And where preposition of place, on, is used. On indicates surface. We use on for surface. That is one. Where at, so indicates a place, certain place. We use at. That is one case. We also learned about between, among, behind. Okay, we learned their meaning and some examples, and also focused on beside, in front of, opposite, where we use beside, where we use in front of, where we use opposite. Okay, you have this is very important. You have to know difference between in front of and opposite, where we use in front of, where we use opposite. Okay, like before something else we use in front of, and directly in front of or some space, then we use opposite. Okay, we have observed some examples. There is a tree in front of the house. There are 2 houses opposite to each other. That is the difference between in front of and opposite. And also using between and among is also important. Where we use between, where we use among. But 2 things we use between, more than two we use among. Okay, next we also learn in, at and on, where we use in, at, on. Okay, on some surface, in covered by all areas, at expressing some location. In that cases we use in, at, on. Okay, like next preposition of direction. So direction that express some movement. Okay, when something is express some movement, so then we use preposition of directions. So already we have seen some examples. We drove along lovely woods around the tank bund through a village from Hyderabad to Nalgonda, like that. These are some examples. Also into, out of, we see some examples. Into, moving from outside to inside. In that case we use into. Out of, moving from inside to outside. So that is, there we use out of. And on to, moving from one place to another place. In that case we use on to. Through, moving along a covered area. In that case we use through. This is all about preposition of place and direction. Okay, next one, preposition of time. So already we have seen prepositions which indicate time. In that case we use preposition of time. Okay, these prepositions tell us when something is happened. So for example, at, on, in, after, before, for, since, till, during, until, by, etc. These are all called as preposition of time. So we have used, where we use at. At indicates specific point of time, at 4 p.m., at night, at morning, like that. Next, on. For days and dates we use on Thursday, on Sunday. Okay, on 26th January, on 16th February. So on 5th December we used on for days and dates. Next, in is used for weeks and months. Okay, weeks and month, in this week, in July, like that. Okay, in year. Okay, for years, weeks, months we use in. So on time, this is also important, where we use on time and in time. On time means appointed time, specific time. Okay, the function has started on time means allotted time, appointed time. Okay, like that. In that case, on time. I reach college on time. Our class starts on time. Okay, next, in time means before time. We reached the airport in time to catch the flight. So in that case we use in time. You must follow observe the difference between in time and on time, where we use in time, where we use on time. On time for scheduled time, in time for before time. That is one case. Until, till. Okay, until means a situation will continue up to a certain moment. In that case we use until. And since also point of time, specific point of time use since. Okay, for means how long something is happened. In that case, for it has rained for 2 hours. So thus for. And during is something has happened or will happen. In that case we use during, when something is happen or will happen. The accident must have occurred during the night. That is one example. And also we see some examples of preposition of time. For example, where we use at specific time, at 8 o'clock, 3:30 p.m. until, up to a specific time, until 7 o'clock, till class is over. On with dates and names of days. With dates and dates we use on, from to, from beginning of time to ending of time. Next, between and end. Next, during, where we use during, we have learnt. After means a later time, after everything is over, then we use after. For total duration we use for. Since beginning point of time, a specific point of time we use since. Okay, since 8th December, since yesterday, these are all called as preposition of time. Okay, let us review once again what we have learned today. So we learnt about prepositions and their different kinds of preposition are there. Today we focused on three kinds: preposition of time, preposition of direction, and preposition of place. Okay, so note down and review these examples again. So we will continue our journey with prepositions in the next class. We will learn all other kinds of prepositions in the next class. Okay, signing off.